Byakuya discovered the body and decided to So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Dang it.
Wait!
Period.
No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence?
Good morning, potato.
You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer had already revealed itself early in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added. Oh no, not again! What is it this time? Let's talk a little bit about fever time and naga time. It's not a problem, dude. It's not a problem if you have such a username. It's no problem. During a bullet time battle, you press the space key. Fever time will activate, and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, left mouse button, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. So make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called the naga time, that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates naga time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use naga time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh nee, jetzt hat er auch noch Möglichkeiten, mich zu beeinflussen. Okay, moment of truth, dude.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence!
Oh.
I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote!
Okay.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
I just finished watching Danganronpa 3 anime and it's...
My thinking so
okay,
far is right.
I didn't watch it at first. Well, to you guys, Shiro and Max, who didn't see the first one, that was the final cut. You have to attack with right button and left mouse button in rhythm in order to attack the person and give him the final blow. But this time he had the negatime, so he could make it unseeable for me where the reaction button is. So for you to know, it's the final possibility to get me not to convince the others that he is the culprit. And my thinking so far is right.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
What? You really did? Whoa. For sure. Whoa! Still A ranking. Still an A ranking. Woohoo! We get some coins, dude.
Bro? Bro! What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
Just for my curiosity, DDD, GGG 340 and Potato, if you know the game, is there a way to get an S ranking? Because I don't think so, since there's always an A, and it's always the top notch. Or is there a way to get an S ranking? There is a way. Oh, so I don't have to make any... I might not make any mistakes, and I always have to get it at the first... Yeah, it's my first time playing this game. It's the first time. Yeah, Predator, but you were not sure, so I asked other people. So I don't have to get any problems or any mistakes and get the rhythm game right? Or harder difficulty? Okay, no problem. No problem, if you didn't know. It's the first time I'm playing this game. Because I saw it by another streamer called Ladybuggy. I saw the game. And I thought it might be funny because I love visual novels, especially if they have to do with investigating. It's the rhythm game. Okay, so the rhythm game has to be complete to also get the full points, so you get an S ranking. Alright, I get it. I got no choice, man.
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Oh, wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on.
I have to get a full
Time for
combo.
the moment
Okay,
we've
then.
all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Alrighty then. Who is it? Okay.
What?
Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not anonymous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treating very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of murder this time is the sad story of two men.
Ha!
Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit this Control key to fast forward the text. Aber ich möchte sie hören. I want to hear it. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. "You're so weak, even though you're a boy." He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weaknesses. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Weak. Oh, sorry. Once the killing game had begun, here at the school he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world of survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. I hope this was the right pronunciation of the word. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
what?
And yet,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell anyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
that's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, you'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to?
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So, then that must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? What he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity,
So... he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also liked, or who he'd also killed? Liked. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets is exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together all local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2 is younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. Crazy diamond. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... What? Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promises to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result,
The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth.
Bis das hier fertig ist, Max.
He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong! And yet...
As soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret.
Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why...
Mondo!
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I had never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, But after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept the secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you!
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood.
My favorite character at the moment is Kyoko, to be honest with you. Because Kyoko is so calm, and I think she's a perfect detective. That's my point. That's my point of view. I don't know what happens because I don't know anything of this game. But my first impression, I really like Kyoko pretty much.
I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive and so angry. He did that weaker side. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. That's great. That's great if you don't do this. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it!
Look at him. You see? You're all just like him.
I prefer my pancakes without butter.
For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that he killed another living human in cold blood.
He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is.
Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because it's the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now, well now, well now, well
That's
now.
what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. I'm excited what it's gonna be like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh! Does Monokuma wear a wig this time? The Cage of Death. Uh-oh. Holy shit. Creative of some sort, yes. Oh my gosh. What? That's why you asked me, huh? That's why you asked me, Triple D, Triple G? That's why you asked me? Good God almighty, dude. Good God almighty, man. Love at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder. And another execution. I want to feel again. Yep. Yep, Max is up. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. But, Max, look at it for yourself. Also schau es dir ruhig selber an. Dann weißt du, wie es passiert ist. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he... Of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? But Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room. Which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But damn man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Takelu! Yeah, it's the first time. It's the first game, it's the erste Teil, yeah. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Okay, have a good night's sleep, Potato, and maybe till next time as we recall this game. Or maybe in about 7 hours of time as I start playing Persona 4 Golden, maybe. I don't know if it happens. But it might happen. Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
Let's hope, yeah. I hope so too. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
you...
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Pooh, do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the
Mean?
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
I'm the
how
noble son of a noble family.
exciting.
Truly, you understand me. Pooh, I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear whatever it takes, I will kill you. Hoo-hoo, temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter pale peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell at more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Huh?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh-hoo. My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Moment mal. Das heißt, es gibt eine 16. Person und es gibt jemanden, den er uns untergejubelt hat? Wenn ich das jetzt richtig verstanden habe? Heilige Scheiße. Das macht das Ganze ja noch verquerer. There is a person that works together with Monokuma in this, and there is a 16th student? Dude. That makes it more complicated. Erstmal grüß dich, Takelu. Grüß dich, alles gut? Ja, wir speichern mal. Oh.
I know I shouldn't cry.
So, kann ich das hier schon ausmachen? Nee, wahrscheinlich nicht.
But I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts! I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malsadas.
Okay.
Oh, God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Einen Moment bitte. So. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh? Huh?
What is that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But...
I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? Next generation legend, stand tall, galactic hero. Holy shit. Was? The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. And they expected it to start like any other day. That's what they expected, but... Today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refused to show up.
And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere.
She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy on her room today.
Oh.
That is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then.
So it's just the 7 of us then. It looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this, where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since what happened yesterday. One look at his face showed that he hadn't slept a wink last night. It must be because of Mondo. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mondo get punished, and nothing he couldn't do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
Well...
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help is ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever?
Well...
Here we have every inconvenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are we dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case is our current situation not... Demon Angel! Pretty pudgy princess!
Huh?
Here we go.
Maggie, the dress shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, Catgirl Dog Boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King. And then... What I mean is, there's no 2D here!
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind puts such a base desire to their advantage, bending you down to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway. Since Stark is like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So, we are all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching for the school. Searching?
I'm right,
Well,
right?
I mean, since the class trial is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Then once we're done eating, let's split and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here.
And no, the point is not to look for clues.
And just as we are starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me and so I appeared.
Uh-oh.
Nobody called for you.
What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally a place I can just be my mysterious murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. Plus I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with the split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy the stereotype.
You SOB!
I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches.
But you are a killer with a split personality.
If she weren't there, many chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up.
Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right. Let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Wenn die jetzt dabei ist, wird das ganz witzig. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer. And after a much needed but very annoying meal, we set work looking around the school. Darf ich jetzt bitte endlich speichern und ausmachen? Danke. So, das dauert nämlich mir viel zu lange. Ich hoffe, es hat euch heute Spaß gemacht zuzuschauen. Wir machen morgen früh weiter. Vielleicht schaffe ich es heute Nachmittag, Persona 4 reinzuschleusen oder heute Abend Detroit reinzuschleusen. Ich weiß es noch nicht. Ansonsten sehen wir uns morgen früh wieder, wenn es heißt Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Bis dahin, spart Raven halt immer mehr und bleibt sauber.